And you know that there were some eyebrows raised when he was appointed administrator. Now he has gone to pick a cross-river person again to become chairman of the Electoral Commission.
And I know the quality of people in River State. I do not see any logical reason why a river man will not chair this Electoral Commission.
I'm not against the appointment of whoever you recommended, but under the current circumstance and the fact that if today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from.
The case of Rivers is a peculiar situation. It's an emergency rule. I have all the respect for the people of Rivers State. All the six members are from Rivers. But the chairman we are bringing because we need all the neutrality that we can get.
There is no constitutional inhibition. We are good to go. We are here to uphold the Constitution. In fact, we even swore to uphold the Constitution.
Well, constitutionally speaking, what the Senate spent their time, or the senators spent their time debating yesterday, they ought not to have done that in the first place. Given the fact that if you go through our Constitution, the 1999 Constitution, the section that empowers the president to declare a state of emergency ended at that, or ended with that. There is no extension, there is no addition as to suspending elected executive members. By that I mean the governor and the lawmakers who were also elected. But the Senate gave the president a green light to continue with this anomaly. And yesterday, another opportunity presented itself for them to remind Mr. President that what is going on in Rivers State is illegal. Yes, as a president, you have the powers to declare a state of emergency, but it ends at that. It is not in your place. The Constitution did not empower you as the president to suspend someone who was elected just like you were elected, someone who had the mandate of the people. Having said that, for me, it is obvious that those who are enjoying what is happening in Rivers State presently, having a sole administrator run the state, want to ensure that they entrench their loyalists before the state of emergency will be lifted. The reason why, if you take a look at the speed at which appointments are flying left and right, appointments being confirmed. Today we're talking about RCEC, that's the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. They want to conduct local government election, have their stooges or their loyalists in place before the state of emergency would be lifted. And what I foresee is a situation where by the time Governor Fubara comes back, the man will be so tamed and caged that he would go about governance like walking on eggshell. All these things are political booby traps being set for the man. Unfortunately, those who should speak, the lawmakers who should point out such illegality, are not doing that. And if you take a look at the debate yesterday, did you notice no lawmaker from Rivers State spoke against the state of emergency or what is happening in the states, appointing someone from Cross River State to come and oversee election in Rivers State? No, it was other lawmakers from other sections of the country who were talking. So it says a lot about the kind of politics we play. How one man, because of the money and influence that he wields, will practically pocket a state in his pocket, buy the nomination forms, indication of interest forms for everybody, and prevent other people who are interested in such position from contesting. Everybody is scared of talking about this man. Nobody wants to be in his bad book.
I think for me, I have this. I don't know if there's an Ogugu shrine in River State as well. And if there's a shrine like that, maybe it goes by another name. Maybe Labra shrine or something. I'm just guessing. Because even if somebody gave birth to you and made you who you are, and you're supposed to have your voice where conscience is concerned, I don't think you should just go with, your tail between your legs like, we're seeing today in Rivers State. It goes beyond all those political stuff we're looking at. I think there was an oath they must have taken, and a very potent one at that. Otherwise, you have said it. We heard of a Mongodu, we heard of a Ningi, we heard of Undume, we heard others from other regions of Nigeria. And indeed, not one voice from the South. Yes, for the Akwa Ibom person, for the Cross River person, you would say, okay, even this lopsided and would never be appointment is favoring them because it's coming from rivers, a Cross River. And then, of course, the Akwa Ibomite will say, now a man be the sole administrator. Just by way of thinking anyway. But let's come to think of it. If care is not taken and this is allowed to be, then it is possible that even commissioners in Rivers State, in the long run, might just come from Bonny State and Benue and Plateau. And then you have local government chairmen that, when elections are being conducted, coming from maybe Sokoto and Gombe. I think the Electoral Commission is Rivers State Electoral Commission. Has there been an example of any state in the country where the State Independent Electoral Commission has been chaired by a non-indigene, even where none of them went to school at all? And I doubt if there is no state in this country where nobody went to school. And where nobody went to school, at least they should, because in Nigeria we think until you have a degree, you have not gone to school. But we know that those who actually, formed this Nigeria, our fathers, not many of them had degrees. Those who did their certificates through correspondences back in the day. So, what are we turning this country into in the name of politics? It is combustible. The quietness in rivers, it is not natural. That quietness is not natural. Whoever is beating the drum and those dancing to the beats of the drums should be very careful. I speak with the eye of an elder. I think that they should be careful, because we are laying a precedence that will be inimical to the future of this country in every state. Oh, after all, it had happened in Rivers State before. It had happened in that place before.
Heaven did not fall.
Heaven did not fall, as Wike would always say. And I tell you that until we checkmate this, if indeed we have a democracy, which I do not, as a human being, with my personal rights, I do not agree that we have democracy yet. From the look of things, they should just be careful.